Today was going to be the day. Years of training, streaming, grinding, and non-stop gameplay have led you to this moment. This very day was to be the first of many on the journey off of the battle bus and into the fray. The day has finally come. Fortnite 2 is here. The bright balloon that carried the bus to the battlefield tipped over so slightly to the left, as if to indicate that you were just ants dribbling about into the drip of millions of other players all arriving at the same time. Perhaps this was going to be the moment of glory, the moment of power that was to be Fortnite 2. Or perhaps...
I don't know how to say that. I'm sorry.
heal if every Fortnite player could finally be fueled on this very day, whether you knew it or not. This was not a normal battlefield. This was a battlefield of love. As you look around at the other competitors, you feel a cold, nervous sweat come down your forehead. They were tougher looking than the usual breeds of scum who played the Royale of the Year. Perhaps all this training was not enough. Perhaps Fortnite 2 was to be even more advanced than Fortnite 1. Just as you were contemplating this, a voice is heard from across the bus. Aye aye, mates. It be time to decide where it is we be dropping. Choose your location now. Your location? You hadn't even considered this. Where were we dropping? Little did you know at the time, this decision would change the course of my life. Where are we dropping? Anarchy Acres, a beautiful plateau for relaxing after the destruction of your enemies. A perfect spot for dropping, since no one will be visiting this area right at the beginning of the game. Closing your eyes and holding your breath, you drop off the bus, clinging to your own heart as you smile softly. The breeze in your hat and your hair reminds you of the happiness you feel shooting the face off of various 12-year-olds. Before you knew it, your feet hit the ground, and the beautiful hilly breeze of Anarchy Acres stood before you. Looking around, you were sure you were by yourself. Whew. Sighing out loud, you flash a soft smile before going back to your serious expression. Stepping one at a time through the acres, your eyes scout around for anyone. Not a person in sight. How odd. Gripping your gun tighter, your eyes flee across the plain before freezing in your step. Someone was here. Something felt purple. Why, hello there, little one. Standing before you, Fortnite user XX1/2 Universe XX stood before you. The super villain himself, Thanos. Do you know how hard it is to find a keyboard my size? Pretty difficult? You got that right. So what's stopping me from snapping you right now? I've got a gun? You started your words. He was about twice as tall as you and double in mass. What's your name? My name's Meat. Meat? That's right. Meat. You seem like the meaty type. Thanos laughs, bellowing across the acres as he grinned wide-eyed at you. You're cute. Did you know that? No, Baka. It's true, Meat-chan. You are so small, so frail. How about teaming up with me, defeating every puny creature in this battleground? Of course, Thanos-senpai. Thanos picks you up, placing you on his broad, succulent shoulder, a grin appearing on his face. Before long, wave after wave of players were shot down, leaving a trail of blood across the battleground. The sound of screaming children into their headphones fills you with joy. No such joy could ever be compared to that of spending this quality time with Thanos. Clinging to his neck, you shoot across the map, Thanos himself punching and beating anyone who stands in his way. Before you know it, there are only 3 players left. Hey, Thanos-senpai? Yes, Meat-chan? What do we do once it's just us? Thanos goes silent. Little one, you should not ask questions that you are not ready to hear the answer to. What? Placing you down on the ground, Thanos kneels before you. Looking into his eyes, the purple glow of his body fills you with happiness? Friendship? Or perhaps something greater? Perhaps it is true love. Thanos begins to tear up, leaning closer to you. Mi-chan, I love you. Thanos-senpai, no! Placing his arms around you, the purple man begins to sob, smiling as he knew how to protect you. Thanos' body begins to fade away before you, his legs, chest, and arms turning to dust. Perfectly balanced gameplay, as all things should be. No! Thanos was gone, and a large golden gauntlet standing on the ground with a large thud. Looking into the UI, you notice the player count players. 1.5. Wait, 1.5? As you turn around, the body of the last Fortnite player lay before you. His entire lower half melted into the floor. Kill me! Shaking as you tear up, you grab the gauntlet, fitting it into your small, weak hand. You punch the player in his face. You win.